Welcome to the Movie Babies. I'm Devin.
I'm Sean.
And welcome to Movie Baby World Park.
Holy smokes.
We
We got a real treat for you. Something we've been threatening to do for a long time. We're going to review a trailer and then go see that movie and review the movie.
It's as messy as it sounds.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a warning. We start off reviewing it with this Sean and I. And then our special celebrity guest, we have two. We have Doug Sacrison, who is a dinosaur expert.
I don't think that's true.
He took university credits to become a dinosaur man.
Well, we'll hear more about that later.
He's also not here right now.
No, I'm not here yet. That's right.
And also, celebrity guest, Dr. Naaman. Sean Naaman is an actual
Fishologist.
physiology.
He's really studied on the band Fish.
He
knows all the places they've played. And then our two dumbasses, when we talk about Jurassic World 2 Electric Boogaloo.
It's the Fallen Kingdom.
Blues Adventure. We just got a letter. Oh boy.
There will be spoilers.
Yeah, we're spoiling the shit out of this movie.
So check the show notes. It will tell you when we will be reviewing the trailers, and then we're going to go see the movie, and then jump back and review the film.
And that's it. There's not another trailer, so don't go snooping around the spoilers if you don't want to hear some spoils. We massively apologize that we're not putting out episodes with any type of frequency or rhythm. We're really off our game right now. Devin's in school. I'm not, but I have my reasons.
You're a student of life.
Yeah. We gotta get our shit together, and maybe we'll do that real soon.
But we appreciate everyone sticking around. The best way to find out about new episodes is to subscribe, and they'll just pop up in your feed. But, checking the website, moviebabies.com, is probably a good way to keep up to date.
All right, let's jump into these reviews.
Let's open that door, get on the floor. Everyone's doing the dinosaur.
Here's the show.
Do you remember the first time you saw a dinosaur?
Oh, Blue.
We don't really believe it. It's like a miracle.
We just watched Jurassic World 2.
Fallen Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdom. Not to be confused with Transformers Fallen
5
Kingdom Night.
Knights of the Fallen
Dark Knight
franchise. It did really seem like a Transformers subtitle.
Yes.
That, and almost to the effect of yeah, we're letting you know this is gonna be about Transformers level Jurassic Park.
Here's my first question. What is that cartoon where it is like Transformer dinosaurs? Wasn't that like
Dino Riders?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
Well, there was a couple things that you might be thinking of. So Dino Riders was a line of action figures that were basically dinosaurs with alien armor. Mm-hmm. And then there was a TV show called Dino Saucers, and they were alien dinosaurs who could turn into full-fledged dinosaurs, but also be these kind of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, kind of people, anthropomorphic dinosaurs.
And then there was Dynamite, which was some jive sucker dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs were really popular for a long time.
We've had this conversation before.
It sounds familiar already.
Where we were talking about cars and Transformers and all this stuff, and finally it dawned on us. We're dinosaur kids. Mm. And yeah, dinosaurs were always the coolest growing up.
Yeah.
It's the whole animal kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Dinosaurs, maybe because they're so scary. They're the scariest of animals.
It's because they're basically magical beasts. Mm-hmm. And our whole lives we've been learning about dragons and the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot, and you get excited about them, pumped up, and then they're like, no, they're fake. Santa Claus isn't real, kids. But guess what? Dinosaurs were real.
Well, there's some people you can ask. I'll dispute that claim.
To scientists, to the thinking public, dinosaurs are real.
Yeah, they're real, and they're really easy to make money on. And it seems like to continue to play in this Jurassic Park, if you will, would be easy for filmmakers to pump out yet another thing that's like, oh, dinosaurs. Easy. You slam dunked it with just the subject of your movie.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that this movie is going to be awful.
Well, this begs the question, what did you think of the first Jurassic World?
I didn't like it. I didn't like it, and I know it was kind of trying to follow in the footsteps of Jurassic Park, the original. So it's on the island. Basically, they're just rebooting the island. They're like, it's a little bit better. Now to up the stakes, we've like genetically altered some dinosaurs to like get attendance up and whatever. And that feels like the premise of the movie is what they were doing for the viewing audience too. Like, okay, don't worry, we made some new dinosaurs for you this time. Like, that'll get you to come, right?
Here's one. I don't know where to start.
Yeah. You want to rip this up.
I want to rip this up, but also let me say my opinions of JW1. I surprisingly enjoyed it.
Okay.
It's not a good movie. No. I saw it with our soon-to-be guest, Doug. And Doug is a dinosaur fanatic. After that movie, I was like, that's one of the dumbest movies that I've ever seen. The script is awful.
Yeah.
But I ended up enjoying myself. I was entertained the entire time.
Just because it's like a run and gun, crazy, non-stop 2 hours of...
Yeah, it's like Chris Pratt is on a motorcycle with his other raptor gang. They're snapping their fingers down the woods.
Raptors, here we come.
You have pterodactyls fucking
dive bombing
Margaritaville.
Sure.
Jimmy Buffett. He's just hanging out on Jurassic World.
Yeah.
You have the most blatant, like, the T-Rex is just like a character now.
Yeah. What do they call him? Like the super ultimate Zord?
The Megazord?
A Rex. Like, they had a funny name for it, like Impenetrable Rex or something like that.
Yeah.
Indomitable Rex.
Yeah.
So stupid.
So, to me, that was like the definition of a popcorn film.
Yeah.
And I might save this conversation for later, but I am interested on exploring why it's okay for like some blockbusters like JW or some of the Marvel movies where I was like, yeah, that was fun. But like Han Solo, the Avengers War one, the Infinity Wars, for some reason those ones bugged me.
Yeah.
Even though it's all kind of the same crap being thrown at the window.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what we're getting here is it looks like a lot more of the same. Based on these trailers for this new one, I would be surprised if there's any extra layer in this. Like, the saving grace of the first one maybe, and I feel like we've said this before too, that it's a dinosaur movie, but in that classic Spielbergy way, it's a dinosaur movie wrapped up in like a relationship issue between this couple, if they're going to have kids or not, or if this dude will like melt his heart about whether or not he likes kids even.
Yeah.
And that there's kind of this like love triangle because this like chaos mathematician like heartthrob that they make Jeff Goldblum into is kind of trying to sway Ellie to like, maybe a cooler guy would be better. Like there's enough grounded like daily life stuff in it where you're like, well, we're in a dinosaur world, but like that's what my divorced parents were dealing with and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So what this one has in place of that, I think it's going to be super hollow. Like, I know the Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt, like, will they, won't they here is a little bit, like, similar.
Yeah, but you're not rooting for these characters.
Because they're just idiots.
Yeah, they're very unlikable.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in Chris Pratt hooking up with that raptor friend of his. Like
Blue?
blue, yeah. Like I'm getting some blue balls just waiting for that to happen.
Yeah, I could go for the Jurassic World porn parody. Fucking Kingdom.
Well, because a big storyline component of all these Jurassic Park World movies are, should we do it? Like, how far is too far in terms of science?
Yeah.
And like,
Next step. Fuck
is
those dinosaurs.
Little Chris Pratt raptors.
Have you ever seen the porn where...
Have you ever seen the porn?
Not the one, the kind of porn where people get in those, like, dinosaur suits and fuck each other?
Oh, yeah.
Those weird kind of, like... I don't know what they're made of. They look like they're made out of, like, that gross material that old Halloween costumes were made of.
Sure.
Where it was, like, a Batman costume.
Where they're always...
like a smock.
Whenever I think of those dinosaurs outfit, the heads just, like, flopping around. They're
Yeah.
like the big, like, wobbly men.
Yeah. From the car dealerships.
From the car dealerships. That's what they remind me of.
Yeah. These are like that, but then there's just like this massive dick poking out of them. And yeah, I don't know. It just seems like a weird way to obstruct what's actually going on there. But it goes to show that there's a demand for this.
There's
not
a
off
demand
base.
for it, yeah.
People want to see people fucking dinosaurs. And Hollywood, I think we just fixed your Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom problem.
Hollywood, come on us.
Give your script some Viagra.
This does lead me, though, to one of my main issues with this trailer. And what I think is going to bug me out. In trailer 2, we get revealed that, they're remaking dinosaurs. They're genetically engineering dinosaurs to be scarier, I guess. We don't know what...
Well, they did that in the first one. I think what they're doing in this one is they're taking the concept that you can train a dinosaur.
Okay.
From the How to Train Your Dragon series, I guess. Chris Pratt's character, Owen, trains Blue.
Yes.
And that's like the first time that's happened. So whatever genetic code is inside Blue, they want to take Blue off of this island that's about to explode because of a volcano. And weaponize Blue to make... basically what Vincent D'Onofrio was trying to do in the first movie, which was to turn dinosaurs into soldiers.
Yes.
And now they've made a more dangerous soldier that they can train to do what they want it to do, but it sounds like it's also going to be out of control. So.
Okay. I guess my question is, why? Why are we trying to make dinosaurs more scary than they already are? They're dinosaurs, Sean.
You gotta weaponize them. If you can control them, then you can, take care of, like, North Korea and stuff like that with dinosaurs, I guess.
Well, this goes back to our Rampage discussion with Jess a couple episodes back, where we were like, okay, they're making the lizard man and the gorilla and the wolf into, like, weapons, I guess.
Yeah.
And the better movie would have been, let's...
Let them destroy.
Let them destroy. So I guess we're getting a lot of similar beats to recent movies in this one.
Yeah, it's not turning over any stones that haven't been already thoroughly plundered. I think what I want to see out of this, which is absolutely in no way going to happen, is that the dinosaurs win. Like, there's this little line in one of the trailers, I can't remember if it's 1 or 2, where Jeff Goldblum's like, look, they were here before us, and if we're not careful, they're going to be here after us. That's the movie I want to see, or that's the ending I want to see.
Yeah.
Where Goldblum was like, I fucking told you, and then he gets eaten, and then everybody gets eaten, and Pratt gets eaten, and...
Dinosaurs win.
The dinosaurs just win.
I saw that line too, and my first thought was, like, Gremlins 2.
Yeah.
I want them to have, like, a scientist dinosaur, a doctor dinosaur, an electricity dinosaur, a pervert flasher dinosaur. Like, I just want them to Gremlins 2 this movie and just have all the dinosaurs be, like, wacky, like, stereotypes.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're inadvertently doing that, like, on accident with these. They're trying to make popcorn movies, and they don't realize that they're pretty much just making bad decisions, and that it looks... Like, do you remember The Critic, that show that was
I love that one.
There's one where Jay's like, let's review the new Jurassic Park, and it does the scene where it's like, oh, I hope they don't learn how to open doors, and it, like, comes in and it's like, well, my darling, let me tell you, and, like, it's, like, fully educated and can talk.
Right.
Like, I mean, with this, like, with the genetic altering of these dinosaurs, this is essentially what they're doing.
It's like they bring in, like, to capitalize on, like, this new meme culture, they have the eye monocle raptor that you see in the memes. Like, he's in this one.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
That's what's weird about these ones, and why I think I was okay with the first one. And again, I want to, like, establish this. If I rewatched Jurassic World 1, I think I would hate it.
It was a movie theater experience. Right?
Correct. But that one, it seemed like it didn't take itself too seriously.
Right.
This one, I'm a little worried, like, you're kind of taking yourself a little seriously here, aren't you?
Probably. I mean, I feel like there's some beats in the trailer where they're banking on us being like, oh, Chris Pratt and the dinosaur, like, they're buddies. He's gotta save his buddy. Like, it's a fucking wild animal. Like, does he?
Yeah.
Like, is it really that, like, Nanook of the North to, like, need to go back to this volcano and rescue an animal that can kill everyone?
The line is, should they be left to die? And I just yelled at my screen, yes.
Yeah, they probably should.
Learn your lesson here.
He kind of fucked this up the first time. We should let it go.
Well, speaking of how Jurassic World kind of mirrored the first one, this one is definitely mirroring Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, where I'm pretty sure, like, in the trailers for that one, you see the dinosaurs on, like,
They get
New
out.
York.
They're off.
And you're like, this movie's gonna be fucking awesome!
It's like, we're back, a dinosaur story.
Yeah.
It's just dinosaurs running around Times Square.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg's there, but you watch that movie and you realized, oh, that's not going to be until the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Feels like a similar thing here where trailer 1 doesn't even show the city. It's just, we have to rescue the dinosaurs from this volcano, even though the volcano is kind of taking care of business here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the dinosaurs are all about. It's nature's way. But in the second trailer, they introduced, the dinosaurs are actually in the city. And the fact that they were hiding that plot point makes me think, again, that's not going to happen until the last 20 minutes of the movie.
Could be, yeah. I mean, or the last hour of the movie. This thing is going to be epically long, and, like, it's not like a lot's going to happen after, like, okay, dinosaurs are free. Like, it's just going to be a running around movie.
Yes, that's true.
Here's what I have to ask myself. What am I looking for in a new Jurassic Park movie? Like, what action figure game will satisfy my little kid mind?
Yeah.
At this point, I've seen 5 of these.
Yeah, this is the 5th one.
And I don't know that I need to go back to that nursery and play with those toys again. I think that story has been fully... All that I'm seeing is they're like, okay, well, how do we modernize it? How do we modernize it? Like, well, just like in, like, politically, like, they'll just... People in positions of power just don't know when to say when.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I get it. Like, so they made the dinosaurs more dangerous. Yeah, I get it. So they're running around. Yeah, I know. I saw it in the 3rd one. Like, I don't know what you want from me.
It's very strange, too, like, franchises like this. Same with, it reminds me of the Pirates of the Caribbean, where that first movie is a joy to watch. Like, I really enjoyed that first one. It's something you hadn't really seen. Jack Sparrow was, like, a unique character that was fun. Same with Jurassic Park 1. Like, that movie was actually terrifying. There was a lot of special effects that were... You watch it now, it probably holds up. And
Yeah, it's still really good.
But each movie in the Pirates, each movie in the Jurassic Park franchise, they get worse and worse. Like, a huge drop-off. We're at, like, number 5.
Yeah. And it's because they have something that just by saying its name will make you money, and therefore you don't really have to work very hard to get people back to the island.
But that means everybody who goes to the theater to go see this movie, they're holding on to memories of a 1993 Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Like, that's the good one.
So you think it's going to break everyone's heart.
That's where, like, it's just amazing that, like, our nostalgia is, as a society, is so strong that if you make one good movie, we're forever yours.
Yeah. It goes beyond even that. Like, I keep going back to the Battletoads for some reason. Not even a good video game, not even a good comic book or cartoon or action figure line or anything. Pretty universally panned as, like, a very hard and not fun game. But now that they're teasing, like, oh, there's gonna be a new game coming out. Oh, they're in this fucking whatever Maze Runner movie or Ready Player One. I mean,
Oh yeah.
like, ooh, they're and people are kind of like, ooh, Battletoads, I love them. Like, no, you fucking didn't. Like, you just remember it's a thing.
Yeah.
From when you were a kid.
Yeah.
That's it. Like,
Yeah.
that's enough to like trigger this like chemical reaction in your mind to be like, gotta go see that. That's a thing that I have to defend because like I know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. I'm going in with real low expectations. I've seen some pretty negative reviews of this.
Which might be the secret. I too am going in with low expectations, which makes me think now I might like it.
Yeah, it might just be loud and fast and funny enough. But like, I remember the music being really lousy in the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Just the way they used it, and then it just turned into like noise, basically. I remember it being really sexist.
Yeah, you have
Like,
the lady, I don't know her name.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Okay, yeah, she's like running around in high heels the entire movie.
And she's got to be like the babysitter to these kids, and like,
Yeah.
I don't know, there's a scene where this woman gets like torn up by this dinosaur, like really graphically.
Oh yeah, that scene's awful.
Yeah.
It's during the pterodactyl scene, and the lady gets destroyed by the dinosaur, and it was one of the most violent things I saw that year in this, like, basically a kids movie.
Yeah, they really went for it, and that was like really kind of unnecessary for, like, when your whole movie just keeps praising like Prattness. White dude, like, can do no wrong. He can be a shithead, but you're supposed to love him. Like, he can be downright mean and misogynistic, but you're supposed to love him. And then you just, like, go down and be like, who should we punish? Let's punish this woman.
Hey, should we punish, like, the evil bad guy we set up in this movie? No.
And, no, he's white. He's a dude. Leave D'Onofrio alone. He can just die off screen. Like, let's fucking destroy this woman, because that's really something we need to see.
You know what also bugs me is when they double down on, like the high heels thing.
Yeah.
So rather than being like, oh yeah, that probably was a mistake, we probably shouldn't have done that. It's like, no, she's more of a badass woman because she was running around in high heels doing all this shit.
Right.
It's like, no, that's not how that works.
Well, it's the same defense people use where it's like, yeah, moms have to do it all. Like, you know, like, yeah, but they shouldn't have to. Like, why do we let them? Like, that's not fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course they can. They're fucking amazing, but, like, it's not fair.
Right.
Don't make this character have to run around that way, and, like, it just doesn't make any sense, really. Like, it seems like it's doubling down on the wrong thing.
Yes.
And those characters should have more of a voice and a say in the direction of the plot and things like that if they're going to be then feminized in this way where it's like, oh, you're kind of a hindrance because you like care about what you look like and stuff, so therefore that's your own, like, Achilles heel, like your literal, like, Achilles high heel. Like, you know, we gotta, like, get past this and, like, I don't know, Wonder Woman it up a little bit. Like, I don't know. It's not working.
All right, well, before we talk too much things of substance, I'm going to steer the conversation
Back to the toy box.
back to the toy box.
Good.
When we grab some toys out.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
All right, and we're back. That was our... Welcome back to the movie, babies.
We're so off rhythm. We're not in our normal place. We're not using our normal technology.
But to normalize it a little bit, we just have some randos coming in. This is Chaos the Podcast.
That's true. Do you want to introduce our guests?
We have some guests. They were late. Don't blame them. There's dinosaurs.
It's a long story.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
This is a special episode.
Practically kissing.
We literally are.
We're all huddled around the microphone because this is going to be an intimate episode. Basically, we have Doug Sacrison.
Return movie baby from our Cars.
Cars 3.
And Baby Driver.
Yeah,
Baby Driver.
That's right.
Yeah. Still haven't seen it.
Still haven't seen it. Still haven't also decided if it was good or not.
That's right. We blew it.
So that bet's still going on.
Yeah, there's time.
But Doug, you are a dinosaur expert. Explain, do your credentials on why you're worthy to be on the show.
I don't know. I never grew out of the, dinosaur phase. I learned a lot about them when I was supposed to be doing other things during college, and I got 102% in the dinosaurs class that you can take at my college. Is that the credentials you're looking for?
Yeah.
What are you? Okay, yeah.
Because
And
I also
I've
took
recently, yeah.
I also took that dinosaur
Yeah.
class, but I never went.
I mean, I'm reading which I can't understand. It was like the best class. And yes, I read about dinosaurs.
You
and
read
I
the
look
first
into it.
Jurassic
I've read
Park?
the first Jurassic Park.
Yes.
I've read the sequel.
The Lost World?
Yes. Yeah, I'm reading a book that's actually covering dinosaur stuff. So yeah, I know a little more about dinosaurs than other people.
Wow.
Just not.
Jeez, Doug.
Yeah.
Bring it down.
But less than people who know really a lot about
What do you know about genetically modified and engineered dinosaurs?
I know that it's the best idea anyone has had.
If they could bring back dinosaurs,
Yes.
you want them
Yes,
to?
absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
just,
you even
just
don't-
checking what
yeah,
side of the
no,
argument you
There's
see.
5 movies saying why that's a bad idea.
I don't see how anything could go wrong.
All right. Well, before we go on too far, let me introduce the other guest, Silent Bob over here. Sean. I won't say your last name. Sean. Other Sean.
That's going to
Sean.
be confusing.
Sean.
Yeah, why don't you say
Sean?
Sean
Naaman.
name. You can
You
just
should
my
say your
name.
last
Okay, I'll say your last name. His name's Sean Naaman. Look him up. Sean,
You might get 1 or 2 hits if you're lucky,
first time guest on the show.
but devoted listener.
Oh, wow.
That's
a Canadian listener.
International, your international listener base.
See,
I might
Sean?
be representing your
I
international.
told you.
That's,
Yeah.
you are the one.
I told you it wasn't the spam.
And you live in Vancouver?
I do.
Yeah,
yes.
okay, so you're about 30 minutes away.
Well, it's still across an international.
Yeah, all
border.
right.
Sean, give us your credentials because you're an actual scientist. Also, we have the same
You have the
shoes.
same shoes on. That's
Well,
science.
that's my first credential is that I have the same shoes.
And I have the same
that-
type of shoes.
Okay,
Oh.
so 3 of us are wearing the same types of
And
shoes.
all of us are wearing shoes.
Oh.
Wow.
All of us are wearing shoes, so really we have a lot in common
We do.
to start.
God damn it.
I guess my credential, I also took the same dinosaurs class that Doug did.
Did you go to?
I
classes?
did attend the
Okay.
class, although I think I got in the high 80s.
But you have science cred, Sean,
I am a scientist. I study fish, salmon. And
which are the dinosaurs of the sea.
I think that's not
Thinking
entirely
of tuna.
accurate. But I see where you're going.
Yeah. Okay, well, Sean, we'll pose you the same question. Do you think it's a good idea if we could genetically bring back dinosaurs? And is it possible? You would know.
So first question, I think it is a fantastic idea. I don't see what could go awry.
Oh, my goodness.
Doing something like this.
Where's Jeff Goldblum when you need him?
I've only
mean,
seen
we
the
may
first
find out.
half of every
Yeah, we may
movie.
find
That's
out
maybe the
tonight.
trouble.
Yeah, usually I kind of stop a third of the way through
Yeah.
Jurassic Park
Okay.
movies, and so I don't know.
You're like one of those
how
book
they end.
readers who don't like the end.
Yeah.
You just want it to
But I
live
assume
forever.
that it ends with
having
just
fun.
everybody having a fun time
They're
at the
having
park,
fun.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
And it's a
Yeah.
cash cow, right?
it is a cash cow.
Genetically modifying some cash cows. There we go. I have read things, correct me if I'm wrong, that it is possible to bring back some animals, right?
So this is out of my area of expertise,
What
but
do you
I
mean?
think we're a ways away from being able to actually bring back dinosaurs.
What can you do yourself as a scientist to get us closer?
I could
And how
completely
soon?
change careers.
Okay.
And work on genetics.
We might recommend you do something.
And-
But there's fish that are gone extinct or are on the verge of going extinct, right?
There's lots of animals that are on the verge of going extinct.
And with
yes.
your specificity being of the fish nature, are there some that have gone that there could be some way to reintroduce, or is that just not how it works?
to have something be completely extinct and then
But we've got the
genetically-
DNA of one of these silver-toed salmon, and then we bring it back
Yeah,
because the network wants it.
I think that's within the realm of possible.
We can reboot fish.
I
is
think we
what
could
you're-
probably reboot some animals, but again, this is don't quote me too much on this.
Okay. Will we take away your doctorate or something if we
Could
catch
possible.
you on this?
We're
on
just
the
getting
wrong
him
thing?
fired.
Don't
Yeah.
let this podcast be
No.
widely listened to.
Movie babies.
Yeah, that's a guarantee.
No. This is now movie babies. Sean Naaman, comma E.T.
You can
AL,
just wildly
what is it?
misquote me as saying,
Yeah.
yes, we can do this.
All right.
We can bring back dinosaurs.
So our stupid plan is we're all gonna go see this new Jurassic World 2.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna
Well, Jurassic Park 5, right? Jurassic World Part 2. I think that's the official title.
Before we do that, Doug, did you see the first one? Your thoughts?
Yes. I remember seeing it with Devin. What was it? I think there was a point where pterodactyls were like attacking Jimmy Buffett in his cameo. And like something, I just had, at a certain point, I couldn't help myself, and I turned to Devin and said, "This is the best movie I've ever seen in my life." So, yes.
So you liked it?
Yes, I liked it. It was great. Fun from beginning to end.
Did you see the trailer?
For this one?
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen at least one of the trailers.
Okay. Rate me this trailer then.
Okay.
At the very least.
I'm not planning. Okay, let's start. It looks great.
Okay.
I'm not planning to like it quite as much because the last one was fun because the park was going well. And for whatever reason, like it was kind of like I kind of like that aspect best. Like, oh yeah, this is
no
just
park
like a
this time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's just a hill, from what I was able to gather. People are falling down a hill for like 2.5 hours.
So Doug, using your
and there's a
rating-
haunted house or something, and a little girl runs away. This is my
Why are there
understanding.
kids? Why do they keep bringing kids back?
Great question. And we have like Richard, what's his name? IT guy, what's his name?
Yeah.
Richard Iode.
Yeah. Like his younger brothers in this movie.
Oh, because the kid. Okay, yeah.
He's just like,
now I get what you're doing.
He's
You're
just
doing a joke.
he's just every scene he's in. I think it's trailer 2, Doug. He's just like screaming like a maniac. So I'm excited to see what his role is.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you would say In Space with Zombies? I would imagine that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So far. Yeah.
Sean, have you seen the first movie,
I have.
Jurassic World? What was your thoughts?
I went into it fully expecting not to like it, and I ended up really liking it for similar reasons that Doug mentioned. Yeah, it was really
Jimmy
like,
Buffett.
Yeah, like had a lot of like good dinosaurs and swimming reptiles and flying reptiles, and yeah, I thought it was a fun movie.
All right, and then Sean, have you seen any of the trailers?
I have.
Okay, do you based off your memory, would you say you loved it, in the middle of it, or on the bottom of it?
I think it's like in the middle, falling towards the bottom.
Okay. You're in Space with Zombies.
Okay.
I think a little too much running down a hill.
Yeah.
So you guys didn't see
Yeah,
trailer
we'll see.
2, and I don't know if I should
Do they
spoil
run
it for
up
Did
the
they run
hill?
back up the hill?
Oh man, there's a second part of this hill that we didn't even see
They
on the
realized like,
horizon.
oh shoot, we should have been running up the hill the whole
I
time.
got my sandal up there.
I'll tell you, it wasn't a hill at all. It was a new dinosaur.
Oh, okay.
It was his back.
It's just bad. Okay.
Sean, what
Yeah.
did you rate these trailers?
I'm gonna rate them. I love robots. They look very bad.
All right. I'm going to also give it In Space with Zombies. Trailer 2, I like better because there was a little more meat to it.
Is that a pun?
No, it wasn't a pun.
You're trying to not spoil it for them.
Yeah.
But now you kind of need to expand for the listeners.
There's a big chunky meat to it.
Okay, so with that, let's go watch the movie.
Let's go watch the movie. Pause your podcast. How does this work?
We have to do that. We have to actually edit it.
Okay. You guys
You guys don't have to edit it.
Continue listening as normal. After this second commercial break, we'll be back and we will have seen the movie. So I guess you also go see it.
No.
Or be brave and just listen
us
to
spoil it for
spoilers.
you.
Yeah.
Movie!
Babies will return after these messages. Nice ball. You've never seen a ball like this, see? Wow! Pop goes the pop.
PC and prize, each sold separately.
These furry balls are off the wall, 'cause people love to party. A talking friend, the final end. Pop goes the bobble, pop goes the bobble, pop goes the bobble.
When you unpop a Popple, you let the fun out of the bag. Popple characters come in different sizes and colors. PC and prize, each sold separately. From Mattel.
And now back to the
Movie.
babies.
Welcome back. We're in the studio. Boys, we just saw Jurassic World, The Fallen Kingdom. Boy, oh boy.
Ouch.
Roll call. I'm Devin.
Sean is here.
Sean number 2.
Sean, you gotta speak up.
We could refer to you as Dr. Naaman. And Doug.
Are you also a doctor?
Dr. Doug.
I am close enough. So
The Doctor of Thugonomics.
yeah, I will answer to doctor.
Okay, so 4 hours later,
Man.
just watched the movie. On the count of I made a rule that we could not speak about it in the car. So on the count of 3 was to say if you loved it or you hated it all at the same time. Okay?
Okay.
No judgment zone.
Okay.
1, 2. I hated it. Oh my god, I hated it.
stayed awake.
It was so bad.
That was a rough one.
It was.
Now I've decided I have to love it.
I'm sorry. I jumped the gun.
Dirty trick.
I bet you just got trouble counting.
Doug, you're probably the holdout.
I had I took issue with this film in many regards.
So this is okay.
Which is for the people who don't know me. Are you about to say?
Yeah, no, you
Doug
say it.
loves everything.
Yes.
And so this is about the worst review a movie could get.
That's when I really
I
know.
took issue.
Yeah, when a movie is rough is when
You're going to want to crinkle that wrapper a lot closer
Yeah.
to the microphone. I say with a mouthful of food.
yeah.
I liked when there were dinosaurs in the movie. I didn't like the parts where there weren't dinosaurs for a long time.
There was a lot of them.
And somebody was talking, and somebody else was doing something dumb, and then I couldn't remember people's names, and I turned to the good doctor and said, if there's not a damn dinosaur in the next 1 minute, I'm walking out, and thank God then there were dinosaurs.
There were dinosaurs, but they were in cages, so they weren't doing dinosaur things.
There was a character that walked in the screen after not being there for 45 minutes and said, what the hell? And I turned again to the good doctor and said, exactly. What is happening
So
here?
on paper, they thought, okay, we did the park again.
Yeah.
What are we going to do this time? Well, the dinosaurs got to be sold off to be weaponized. Okay, so we should show the part where they have all these guns attached to them and armor, and they're fighting wars in Iraq, right? No. No, before that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so the parts where they're training them to devour people and stuff. No. Let's go to the auction where they sell them to characters from Chuck Norris movies.
Yeah.
And then they no. Let's just do that chapter. How about that?
Because the audience won't understand how the dinosaurs got to these governments.
Right, because we'll just make that a montage at the very end.
Yeah, I had a big question about okay, I'm a sketchy Russian mobster or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna bid. I'm gonna be win the bid for a dinosaur. They send it into a truck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's the next move? Where I just have a truck with a big dinosaur.
They have to spend that $20 million more to transport it wherever you're going. You've got to pay off people. They're hey, don't tell anybody I had a dinosaur.
There's a lot of complex logistics.
What's the going price on a dinosaur? To me, those seemed pretty low offers.
I mean, I feel
$5 million
really
was the first one?
rich people.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's a great point because rich people are paying $5 million for a skeleton these days. That's a fact.
You have
Side note: any rich people listening, quit being bastards and buying dinosaur bones at auctions so museums can't get them.
Also,
because I know your audience is mostly rich people.
Economic breakdown of your audience? Actually,
it's mostly gangsters from other countries.
Stop buying dinosaurs.
I really wish you hadn't said my last name.
So this auction scene is at least 40 minutes of this movie.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Okay, I'm sorry because I've got 4.5 hours. Eventually, you're just gonna have to stop me. But
it reminds me of the first Star Wars where they're you know what people want? To see politics in the Senate. Was just stay there. It's we got this Darth Maul character. Should we go check in with him?
Bag him. We'll get to him later.
In this one, it was
a council meet.
Yeah, the T-Rex was mostly sedated during this movie.
And then woke up, and it was oh, here we go. She's going to bust out. But then she just stayed in her little cage.
I thought of all those wacky elephant movies. So instead of the big
sorry,
T-Rex,
which one?
Hold on. There's like elk movies, like with
Dumbo?
elephants. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Dumbo.
Name one more.
Larger than life.
Okay.
Operation Dumbo Drop.
Operation Dumbo Drop, where somebody's like, "Oh, it's dangerous in this cage, but I gotta look out for the elephant." Like it was semi-demeaning to the terrifying Tyrannosaurus from previous Jurassic Park movies.
They took all the monsters, the fun things of the movies, and they handcuffed them and put them in cages. It's like if they were going to do like a Predator movie, and they're like, well, the Predator is going to be in a taxi the whole movie. He's just got to get to where he's going. He's not really going to do much.
So, Sean, you predicted like what you wanted from this movie. Is you were hoping
Dinosaurs win.
dinosaurs win.
They won.
They let the dinosaurs loose.
The clone girl did.
But also,
we'll get back to that.
Our heroes did too. Like, our hero is...
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Okay, so Bryce Howard, BDH, is one of our main characters with Chris Pratt. We need to save dinosaurs. They're people too. Their plan is to put them on an island, which is problematic on its own right. They're going to find a way to get off that island, for one.
And beside that, we can bring in Dr. Naiman on this. Even if they don't get off the island, they're going to completely change the ecology of whatever island. Yeah, okay, they're not stomping on people, but they're going to like...
Yeah.
If it's an island full of iguanas...
Could you create an island where you just put dinosaurs on it and have it remain isolated and not have an effect on the rest of the world?
Well, it seems like putting like, because I guess their plan was to put like 2 of each kind. Like, is it a Noah's Ark dinosaur situation?
Yeah.
In which case, it seems like most of them would just die anyway.
They would die anyways.
Like,
so
They were trying to make a Skull Island.
They were trying to make a Kong Skull Island, yes, which also would have been a great movie.
I actually liked that movie.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, that movie was pretty fun.
I watched it on an airplane. I was like, this is going to be really stupid.
Where were you from?
I dug it.
I'm sorry.
To Skull Island.
Okay.
I better watch the movie before I
I was like, I need to know what I'm getting into.
It's like one of those
shit.
promotional videos. Hey, visit Skull Island. We have Kong.
BB-8.
BB-8. BB-8.
Yeah.
So BB-8's like, I need to save these dinosaurs. I love them.
Can I make...
Yes.
And BBH was... BBH. She was like not at all like into the dinosaurs the last movie.
Well, once he releases them all from their cages.
Can we also talk about
We
how
gotta
there's
back
a
up.
poison gas link?
Yeah, they're basically gas.
Yeah.
Which is the lamest thing to like watch go down. Like just these dinosaurs that are fucking awesome in cages getting gassed.
And
How can you undramatize a monster more?
And this comes after the climax of the movie of the big bad dinosaur dying, and right after the other 2 kids like run up and like, we got a problem downstairs. I want you to see.
Look at this gas. It's really awesome to look at.
So she shows her the
Come
gas,
see this
and
gas.
she's like, "What are you doing? All you gotta do is push this button."
Yeah, the computer expert couldn't figure out how to open the gate.
So she opens all the gate and lets all the dinosaurs out.
And the gas
all-
to poison all the people of Northern California.
all the dinosaurs out. And then she's going to push the button and then goes, you know what? Maybe releasing carnivore dinosaurs like the T-Rex. Again, this happened right after a dinosaur just killed this entire like military. Like they just killed all these people, and their first thought is, let's release these wild animals into the public.
Yeah,
But she didn't do it.
She didn't do it, but then the kid did it. And is anyone upset about
because
it?
it's a kid. Like,
But it's a clone kid. And it's not just a kid, it's a clone who goes, they're like me.
Okay, well, here's my question. Does this film, though, not frame it as if letting the dinosaurs go is the right thing to do? That's my question.
No, that's the thing, is like, we all watch the dinosaurs and go, oh, this is going to be really sad to watch animals die. Animals dying sucks, even if it's like a mean animal or like a rabid animal. But you watch the characters' faces and they're like dealing with that. And they're like, oh yeah, we can't do that. Like,
Yeah.
everything that we just dealt with in this movie, and everything we dealt with in the movie before that, and everything everybody dealt with in the 3 movies before that, is the reason why we can't open this door. We gotta just gas these animals.
But it took her a while to get to that point because she did let them.
She wanted to.
She did take them out of the cage.
Yeah, she could. Yeah. She was like, "Oh, they're getting gas. We gotta let them out." And then it was like, "Oh, no, the gas is in the whole room. What are we gonna do? We gotta let them out of the room." And then Chris Pratt's like, "You can't unopen the box or whatever." And she's like, "Fuck, you're right." So they're gonna sit and watch them die. Like, that's their moral decision.
Yeah.
They're like, it's not right, but we can't let these animals out and they will just cause havoc. But the kid, who is the worst metaphor for a dinosaur human that they could have constructed, is like, I will do it. I will make this decision for us. And everybody's cool with that.
So we hate the child then.
Mm-hmm. But man made the child, so...
So I hate man, and I am man.
Yep. This triggering of events, as Goldblum explains at the end, wrap up. Once they made the first dinosaur, everybody was fucked. They're already done. Like,
yeah.
There was like a moment at which I was like, okay, who was sitting there? Because, you know, in these meetings where somebody's like, all right, well, what's the next one? And somebody's always, it's this meets that. And this one, I couldn't help but it felt like it's Jurassic Park meets Eyes Wide Shut is what popped in my head at one point. Like, all these weird people are showing up to a mansion.
They're paying to fuck these dinosaurs.
There's an old man who we haven't seen. And then, like, the bad guy suddenly... Okay, we have not seen a Jurassic Park movie where somebody's like, I'm going to murder another person. And then I'd, like, forgotten about dinosaurs for 15 minutes. And then there was some, like, 19-year-olds gassing people at the bottom, or accidentally gassing dinosaurs, or whatever the hell was going on. And then we don't see them for the longest time. I forgot who they were. I just, like, so many things.
Sounds like you're saying the script was a mess.
I'm just getting started. At the end we were reading the credits, and pointed out, like, it said script supervisor so-and-so. She might have needed more help. Maybe they should have had a few script supervisors.
We should have had a script supervisor for the script supervisor.
There should have been several other layers of supervision.
Also, I'm sorry, I have to go back to it. Like, there's just... There were a bunch of thugs, and at least 2 of them had face tattoos. Mm-hmm. I don't know why.
You delineate a thug from a...
But like the armed mercenaries. But
you gotta go black market.
I guess, but yeah, the black market mercenary thugs defending the dinosaur sellers. Okay, I don't know.
Way after the carnage, like, it's total havoc in the mansion, and there's still cronies who are like, hey, you're not supposed to do that. Like, don't open that cage. Like, are you really doing your job at this point still once the dinosaurs are just, like, running around?
Man. They're like,
yeah.
I think it's like, get the fuck out of
this cage, and even though everyone else is dead, I'm going to stand here and... guard it.
Yeah, I mean, that cage.
I don't do my job that well.
The best way I can sum up this movie is
bad.
Well, besides
bad movie.
Another way I could sum up this movie is that if you went back to Jurassic Park 1 and it was just about the lawyer and him doing the, like, paperwork about these dinosaurs, and we just followed him the whole time and watching him type up, like, his report.
I heard that was one of the drafts of the original
That was
scripts.
one of the drafts. It might have been this draft that got turned into this movie. I am interested how they got all these bad guys. Like, how do you advertise, hey, you want to buy a dinosaur?
Come here, kid. You want to buy a dinosaur? I like that it was just a little Trumpy guy. Like, they really wanted to like... stick it in, like, the hair and everything. Like,
there's a couple lines in this movie, too. Like, Sean and I, we were talking about how BB-8 was her... Damn it.
Her name was Claire.
Claire, thank you. Thank God, thank you. So, Claire,
Did you want me to have told you that sooner?
Yes, you knew her name
also,
all the time.
Her name was Claire Deering, and a lot of the time she was wearing a John Deere hat.
Yeah, so...
I don't know what that was.
Not to go on too many tangents here, but that was her disguise... in the base, is she just put on a John Deere hat. Sean and I were talking about how in the first one, they had Claire, like, running around in high heels. First shot of Claire is, oh, guess what? She's back in the high heels. What's up?
In a way, it seemed like they thought they were in on the joke by doing that.
Yeah.
They were not.
Wasn't there a shot of her later wearing boots?
I mean, yeah,
It was like
she wore boots to the island, but
okay.
it's a weird way to introduce a character where like that was the biggest complaint people had on the internet, and then they're like, all right, social justice warriors, check this out. Use so many different ways to introduce a character into a movie. They can fucking like parachute in, they can fucking like pop up from a secret door, like, or you could show their footwear first. The first thing you see is the heels.
Yeah.
Like, this is this character summed up in a first shot.
The reason I brought that up is, and you bringing up Trump, there was also a Trump line of nasty woman that I noticed.
And then the fake CNN news ticker at the bottom, I don't know if you saw
yeah.
something like U.S. president like quoted as saying, I don't think dinosaurs ever really existed, or something like that. So that was pretty good.
That's good.
So I noticed when they first introduced, I guess, Claire and her two like new kind of sidekicks.
Yeah, there's no hope of us getting their names.
I'm not gonna get their name. One of the sidekicks I found incredibly irritating from the first shot.
It's the guy, right?
Yeah, the guy.
That's what I
was
predicted.
Like, damn it, this guy is gonna figure prominently in this whole movie. He's gonna just irritate the hell out of me, and I'm gonna wish that he just gets eaten by a dinosaur in the next 5 minutes.
Oh, he's the kid from Paper Towns.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
He just bothered the hell out of me.
It's weird that they're like, in all these movies, they kind of go, here's your cast of characters. We're going to stick with that forever. So he's like your annoying lawyer type.
They need to have like one annoying person that should get eaten.
Yeah.
They deserve to.
Yeah.
They're not cut out to survive in Jurassic Park.
And he just complained the whole time, and he screamed over the top the entire time, and then...
Yeah.
But I did like that at one point he just disappeared because they're like, hey you,
grab these ropes.
Go grab these ropes.
He did kind of disappear for the last like 45 minutes.
Yeah, but then he went on like a side adventure because all of a sudden he comes back and he has like a new job. And it's like, what have you been doing this whole time?
Yeah.
So dumb. Also, like, I understand that this like dinosaur advocacy group would be kind of like far and wide as far as like walks of life that are a part of it, but like the computer hacker and the doctor who also knows how to operate on dinosaurs.
She's a paleo vet, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's the thing.
Okay, any positives about this
I
movie?
mean, it was a movie full of dinosaurs, so I mean,
Barely.
in a way, I loved it, except the parts without dinosaurs.
I would actually say this: the first half of the movie I was kind of into when they were on the island, which I thought would be my least favorite part.
Yeah.
Because I saw one of the trailers, they had dinosaurs in the city. I was like, that's what I want.
Why would you want that?
Because they promised it since Jurassic World 2 that we
No,
have
this is
dinosaurs.
Jurassic World 2.
Sorry, Jurassic Park 2. That
Jurassic
dinosaurs
World -2. Correct.
that dinosaurs would attack the city, and they didn't deliver. And in this one, I saw the trailer, and I was like, they better not pull a Jurassic Park 2 where we don't get them running loose on the city for like the last 20 minutes. And this time it was worse.
Well, they never.
It was just.
So you were hoping that like it would be a big, just half the movie or more.
You wanted Planet
is
of the Apes.
dinosaurs running
I
loose in the
wanted
city.
what
Right.
Jurassic Park 3 is probably going to be of them in Vegas.
Jurassic Park 3 got made.
Jurassic World 3.
Jurassic Park Part 6. Correct. Yes.
12 Monkeys 2.
Of them showing the pterodactyls in like Vegas and like the raptor in California or whatever.
So how is that not going to just become Planet of the Apes?
I mean, it's already Planet of the Apes. You have Chris Pratt talking to Blue like he's the monkey man.
Right. And that's going to be like the trajectory of this, right?
Yeah.
How else are they going to play it?
Yeah.
You got one animal that talks to people. That dinosaur is probably going to start talking to other dinosaurs.
But now, but Sean, here's the twist. Now he has T-Rex blood in him.
Wait.
Blue
Oh,
does.
yeah, okay,
They had
right.
to do
I forgot
a
they
blood
did a blood transfusion.
Yeah, what was...
Okay. The Indoraptor,
Yes.
the super monster for this movie,
Indie rapper.
was made from Blue's DNA before they had Blue's DNA. Why did they need to get Blue off the island?
Let's ask the doctor. Dr.
Do you guys
Naiman.
remember?
I don't think there's any.
Because
to be honest.
Was it for the next? Because this was a prototype, and they were gonna make more, and so they needed Blue for later. I don't actually know. But yes, that's what it seemed like. Is like, oh yeah, we got her here. Being in proximity is good enough.
At
we
some
don't actually need the
point,
blood.
it was like, they were like, that's the mother. Like, Blue is the mother of this thing. B.D. Wong was like, we gotta bring Blue here because this monster's not gonna know how to, like, behave and, like, be toilet trained and stuff because it doesn't have a mom. And he's like, well, mom's on the way. He's like, you put bullets in the mom. Like,
He's like inappropriately yelling the whole
he's
time.
really
during that
bugging out.
scene.
Well, he's a famous over yeller in most things he's in.
I was just like, whoa, this seems. We just jumped into it, and I don't like. It's really intense right
But
now.
that kind of went nowhere, and I was half expecting when the Velociraptor and the Indo met. I was half expecting like a tender, like mother-daughter moment.
Recognizing of the DNA
Where
or
it's like,
something.
oh, like they're really just empathetic creatures, and they love each
what's
other.
Weird too is I feel like the movie set up that they needed Blue to fully like control and weaponize these dinosaurs, but then during the auction they're still selling the dinosaurs as if they're already weapons.
Yeah.
He's like,
They're like, let other people sort it out.
the Ankylosaurus, it's a tank. It's like, what? Okay, if I'm a Russian like thug and I buy this Ankylosaurus, how am I going to
You're like, all right, we're gonna rob the bank with this Ankylosaurus. Let him out of the cage, and it just kind of like walks around the city. And, fuck.
It takes a nap. It's like Pokemon when he's trying to use Charizard and he's like over leveled, so he just falls asleep all the time. Anybody?
That's a good word for it.
All right.
Well, I mean, in their defense, I thought that some of them were also just going to be hunted. So maybe the big lumbering ones, which I could see
So
as
like
being
Donald
realistic.
Trump's sons
hunting some.
some
Yeah,
Ankylosaurus
exactly.
in
Like,
Russia.
I'm gonna just let it free and
Okay, but
shoot
then,
it.
and then with the Indiosaurus, okay, we need Blue to control her, but then they showed that they could already control her by using the gun and like making the sound
yeah.
to like make the target.
It was a really cheap way to write around like it being able to show off some powers and stuff, like, and to have it attack Chris Pratt at the end. Like, it just didn't really.
He didn't need it. Also, that was a funny thing because Claire has the gun, and they're all on the roof, and without discussing this plan with Chris Pratt, she just targets him so the dinosaur will attack him, and I guess he just thinks on his feet and like runs and like maneuvers around this dinosaur.
That was weird.
But I was like, what was your plan there? Good thing he's Indiana Jones.
Yeah, also, he like fucking one man like Winter Soldiered through so many of those bad guys.
Who didn't have guns anymore.
But did have face tattoos.
They were like massive dudes, and he was just like power slamming them like he's some type. I thought he's like a fucking doctor. Like, what is he doing? Kung fuing everyone.
He's Doctor Strange.
Damn.
That was building a house. He's gotten real strong.
So.
Working on
Standing
his
on
trailer,
ladders and
working on his motorcycle.
drinking Beck's, which
Dang it! This was
has
supposed
less
to be
calories,
the.
maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be the section of the podcast where we talked positive about the movie.
Fine. I mean, I liked, there was a sea monster, the raptors. They kept going on about how smart they were and how they were the second smartest animal on Earth at this point. For the record, raptors were probably, like velociraptors were probably smart as like an ostrich.
Well,
they
we got
were-
a low bar these days.
Yeah, but I remember
It's dolphins and then
the third Jurassic Park movie. So Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World -1. The raptors had gotten so smart that I remember I was just mentioning today that in high school when I saw that movie, I was convinced that the next Jurassic Park movie would be that the raptors were in space and not that they'd gotten onto a spaceship but had started a space program because they were smart enough, and then it was going to, as Dr. Naiman pointed out, just going to turn into like a political drama where humans and raptors just had to, we don't get along, but there's some sort of Cold War almost that just
it's a space
gets back
race
to,
between
it's a space
humans
race
and
between humans and
raptors.
raptors.
And that's kind of where I wanted this franchise to go.
It's not far from where it's.
If we open on JW3.
Okay, yeah, Jurassic World Park 3, Jurassic Park 6. Yeah, got it.
JP6,
JP. I want it to
JP.
be 20 years in the future. We have like a Days of Future Past type situation. Mad Max. It's Flintstones now. People are riding the dinosaurs. There's like, they show like flashbacks of like dinosaurs being used in the war, and now it's like a wasteland, post-apocalyptic,
like the Flintstones.
Like the Flintstones.
It's post-apocalyptic. It's
so basically just
very depressing
Jurassic
show.
World 3, Flintstones 2.
Yeah.
Ooh, have we talked about crossover sequels?
I love that.
I told you on Weekend at Bernie's 3, Gremlins in Paradise. I've been talking about that. Yeah. Anyway, we can get back to that.
But what are you guys hoping for this JW3?
I would like to see, and I think it could have actually fit in this movie. I would have been
hold on.
No, but
because then we would have to take out the auction part.
No, and that's pivotal.
I wanted to see a Velociraptor riding a motorcycle, driving it, and I feel like that could have occurred in this movie.
Chris Pratt could have taught Blue how to ride the motorcycle to escape.
Like instead of Chris Pratt like going and beating up a bunch of like oversized dudes, having like a raptor like come in through the glass riding a motorcycle.
I want
whoa, you guys! And like talk everybody down.
I want it to be that Blue becomes the new John Hammond, and he starts a park called Chris Prattrick Park. And he's just cloned a bunch of Chris Pratts to run around and be the characters from his shows and movies, and that's the exhibit. And then the Pratts become sentient, and they start. It's like a Rick and Morty verse. They just like tear down the park.
We never saw that Arnold, Samuel L. Jackson, in the first movie technically died. He just doesn't have an arm. So I'd love it if he shows back up somehow in the next one.
With a dinosaur arm.
With a dinosaur arm.
Hey, did the two main characters in Jurassic Park ever get together and have a kid?
In the third one, it's touched on that no, she ends up with someone else. It's actually like the best scene in the third one. Because this third one's cheesy, but there's like this kind of slightly heartbreaking scene where you see him like go to show up with her, and you realize, oh, they didn't end up together because she has a kid with somebody else.
I hate that trope where they feel like they need to reset the sequel to like the original. So like, didn't Chris Pratt and Claire get together, and now in this one they're like they haven't talked for years, and we have to like rekindle the love again, and it's like,
well, yeah, but there wasn't really any love in Jurassic Park. That's what's so great about it.
It's just because they're just in a shitty experience together.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing, it's like summer camp. It would not last when you get back to the real world. They'd be like, fuck, are there dinosaurs here? No, it's just Netflix. Oh, okay.
Because like their reasoning for breaking up, I was trying to follow, and it was something like, he wanted to buy a van down by the river, and she wasn't into it.
Didn't want to live in a van down by the river. She didn't want to live in Matt Foley.
Okay, I do want to talk about some of the parallels to the first JP movie.
Yeah.
I don't know that there were many. There were dinosaurs.
Oh, there's a lot.
You got your phony baloney relationship.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't one in that. Wait, what are you talking about?
Jurassic Park 1.
They have a formula in it.
There wasn't a phony baloney relationship in the first one.
Well, there's a love triangle.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is, between Goldblum and Ellie and
for like 4 seconds.
Yeah, but it's like that.
I don't agree.
Well, it's there.
Well, I'm done with this podcast.
No, it's all through the car too when Dr. Malcolm and her.
But I don't think that matters. Like, it's just
it's a relationship movie inside a dinosaur movie. Whereas in this one, they're trying to do the same thing. They're like, oh, you know what was cool about Jurassic Park 1? There was a relationship in the dinosaur movie. Let's do that again. Let's make our leads have to try to figure out how their relationship works while they're in a dinosaur movie. So there's that.
Well, let me explain it to them. It's like that AT&T commercial we saw where it starts as a romance and then it ended up being a horror movie.
I wasn't paying attention to that.
So there's that.
That was 3 commercials.
There's the kid. The kids from the first one. The hacker, the little kid just running around being Harriet the Spy in this one is the little boy who runs around in the first one.
I'm Facebook friends with him. No joke.
All right. How did that occur?
Humble brag.
In college, somebody, in the early days of Facebook, somebody had the idea, I wonder if there's, celebrities on here. And we found him, because he was at USC, and then, a bunch of people...
What's his name?
Joseph Mazzello.
Okay.
A bunch of people friended him on Facebook, and then they threw a Joseph Mazzello party where people were invited to show up as a character from one of his movies. There weren't that many to choose from. I threw a curveball, and I was Joseph Mazzello from The Lost World, where he appears for about 35 seconds. So I just wore a white shirt. And then they called him. Somehow they got his number. And then he called back, and they'd all missed it because everybody was drunk at midnight or something. He's like, "Hi, this is Joe Mazzello. I heard you're throwing a party in my honor. I'm honored. I don't know what to tell you, but I hope you guys have fun. Thanks. Goodbye," or something. So
That's amazing.
Thank you, Mr.
That's
Mazzello.
good.
Nice guy, I guess. But yeah,
Yes. I mean, he called you back.
I liked her in the movie.
Let's get
phone
him
calls.
on the podcast.
Yeah. Get his take on why he wasn't in this movie.
All right, more parallels.
The fence boot up situation
Yes.
in this one.
I was going to say the location. It made me mad. Again, I wanted the city, but we basically got the park again, the main building of them running around and the museum.
Right.
They just did that again in this mansion.
Yeah, they had the same look over here, nope, look over here, moments where the dinosaurs attack.
Yeah.
You're looking at this dinosaur. Nope, surprise, there's another one over here.
The most obvious one to me was when the Indoraptor is chasing her and she's trying to shut the door.
The dumbwaiter.
Yeah.
The dumb raider, and it was that's the exact same scene.
The impaling on the skull of the Triceratops.
I think that was actually a Chasmosaurus, sorry.
Okay.
But
On top of the Chasmosaurus, being sorry, new school, old school fucked you up, but also just that same shot from the first one where the T-Rex is celebrating in front of this.
I'm pretty sure I saw in the background too the banner that said.
Right, and then that's when they
World.
bring the theme in and everything. It's all right, we get it. You got your John Hammond stand-in guy who's got his own fucking Hammond staff.
Yeah.
Pretty much looking just like him.
When he broke it and it shattered, I shouldn't have laughed.
Yes, you should have.
It was just shocking.
I was pissed because it was I don't want to see someone
Yeah.
die by a pillow.
This
I
is
want to see
not-
a dinosaur eat
Yeah,
the guy's face off.
there's plenty of things downstairs that could
Yeah.
eat this man.
I'm not opposed to this guy being eaten,
Yeah,
but not by a pillow.
yeah.
I don't know. We should get a geologist on this show.
Also,
but,
yeah, because
I don't know that you can really
that an island would.
get that close to hot lava.
Oh, you mean just being in proximity to it?
Yeah.
That you would be.
Chris Pratt's lying
Yeah, he's
in hot lava.
3
I think as
inches
long as
away
you
from
don't
it.
touch it.
Well, no, but I mean,
as far
but
as I
it's.
know from the game Hot Lava, where you have to stay on the furniture, as long as you don't touch it, you're fine.
But I mean, actually, yeah. In terms of the environment and ecology, I feel like there were many issues. If any of the rich scientists listening to this want to write in, but to clear up some. Well, no, there's no rich scientists.
Text or
You
email
know,
us.
all the scientists have been killed by this current administration. I think that's my understanding. That's why Sean works in Canada. But the island blowing up, there would have been just a bunch of detritus in the air, right? Because all this ash would have just kind of enveloped the whole place. Don't you think? Because it wasn't just magma. I'm sorry. I was focusing way too much on the
lava
actual.
talk. We're in the lava
There was
talk.
lava,
Deep in
but it was
lava.
also exploding out, and I just feel like it kind of exploded, and then the sun was still out. But in actuality,
Hey,
I think an
remember
awful lot of
when
things.
Chris Pratt outran an explosion?
And
Yes.
many dinosaurs.
And several large dinosaurs.
He got engulfed by the smoke and the lava and the dinosaurs and was just fine.
I mean,
But then that lava melted through the hamster cage.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
So that was kind of like, okay, where's this lava going? Why is Chris Pratt fine?
So why was it so deep right next to the beach? And it's okay, that part maybe doesn't matter as much.
I still think they should have just let the dinosaurs die on the lava island. That's nature taking its course.
Did it seem like there was some misinformation as far as like at one point they were like, we have 11 species of dinosaurs that we've culled off the island, and then when we got to the auction there was like way more than 11 dinosaurs because they were like sold, you get a dinosaur, Oprah dinosaur, give it away. And then like there was still a shitload of dinosaurs in the basement at the end. They had way too many dinosaurs. How many dinosaurs did they pull off that island?
There was a lot.
It's all of them.
And then a bunch died on the island and drowned.
Particulate, that's what I meant. In the air from the ash. And the,
Where did how did they get the pterodactyls? How did they catch those?
Also, okay, that was another thing from the beginning of the movie is that they show the explorers like trying to find like the dinosaur tooth or fossil or whatever, and there's like a gate underwater that's barely sticking up, but they can't shut it, and it's supposed to be like, and that's what let the dinosaurs free. It's like, I'm pretty sure they could have left at any point.
I don't know, man. How come that guy was so obsessed with stealing the teeth of the dinosaurs? That was kind of weird.
That was so weird. Like this,
overly gruesome.
and he had the dumbest scene where the most dangerous dinosaur he shoots twice, and then it's like, I'm gonna just walk in there. This should be fine. And then
Side note, some of those teeth seem kind of inaccurate. I'm pretty sure he killed a Stegosaurus tooth, and they had like a serrated edge for chewing leaves, and I think they were like leaf shaped. No, they weren't serrated. Because that would have been... No, I don't know. I took issue with the shape of the teeth.
He's pulling inaccurate teeth.
Yeah.
He's doing it pretty barbarically.
Okay, I need to go back to them wanting to save the dinosaurs. I still can't get over this. Because the one solution that I would have been happy with is, okay, you want to save the dinosaurs, fine. It's an awful idea, but okay, you've done it. Can we just save the ones that don't eat people? Why did they need to let the T-Rex and the eaty ones go?
Wait, you mean in the end scene?
In the end scene and the beginning scene. Like, when they're like, we gotta rescue dinosaurs.
Well,
it's
in
like,
actuality,
why are you grabbing the killing ones? Like, just get all the herbivores.
The herbivores would be affecting the environment and the ecological...
But they wouldn't eat people.
They wouldn't not
But they'd be going to their own sanctuary, so why does it matter?
Because life finds a way, Sean.
Finds a way to eat people?
I heard that somewhere.
If you had carnivore dinosaurs on an island or anywhere, they're going to eat people.
I mean, if you go to the island, you're not supposed to go to the island.
They're going to get off that island. That's life finding a way.
Skull Island has some pretty... Like, what happens on Skull Island stays in Skull Island.
Yeah, and what happens in that
People
movie.
went to Skull Island. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, but that's what's going to happen.
John C. Reilly.
If there's a T-Rex on the island, the government...
But then the first Jurassic World proved that people weren't interested in going to see Tyrannosauruses anymore. So nobody would have went. They would have been like, eh.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was the plot of the first Jurassic World. I changed my opinion.
People were bored of dinosaurs.
I changed my opinion. I hate that movie too now.
It's stupid. It's a stupid movie.
It's the best. I loved it. I loved it. I mean, within reason.
So that, yeah, like the first Jurassic World, it was like really dumb.
Yeah,
but like like the script is just very like. It's just like super straightforward.
Yeah.
It's like it's like logically dumb.
Yeah.
This one is like, it's dumb, but also like really convoluted at the same time.
Yeah. New level of dumb.
And so you're just like, that's the frustrating part.
It's like the studio is like, okay, we need the script for Jurassic World 2, and they're like, oh, well, actually, it's in production in like 3 months. It's like, crap. We'll just hire like lots of people, have them all send the script, and then we'll like pick and choose the best parts. And then they ran out of time, And they just had to like
grab some from like a Bond movie and from a
Jason
gangster,
Statham
Jason Statham
Crank 3.
Yeah. Like, this page doesn't fit. It was too late. We're filming tomorrow.
It reminds me of like when I was a kid. I can't think of a good example of this right now, but like oftentimes in the early stages of adapting things into movies that were already a thing, like the first handful of comic book movies, they would like the Garbage Pail Kids movie. Like, okay, we're gonna make a Garbage Pail Kids movie. Great. There better be every fucking kind of Garbage Pail Kid, the grossest Garbage Pail Kids just going bonkers and berserk the whole time. But there's like this whole convoluted, they make them work at a sweatshop and they're like making clothes and they're befriending these kids. And it's like, what? No! Garbage Pail Kids are not doing that. Like, that's silly. Or like, you know, there's like just all these kind of like missteps and like, you have the perfect ammo. Why are you trying to make this like a political thriller on top of that? Like, this was a great example of like, well, we got dinosaurs, what should we do? Like, I don't know, I really want to like have some like diamond merchants in here somewhere. Like, okay.
It still seems like the easiest and smartest idea is just to have the dinosaurs in the city.
I disagree, but I don't have the energy to.
Doug, you gotta defend yourself on this podcast.
Just because, I don't know.
What would your
I mean, it would be
pitch for
fun.
this movie?
Sure, it'd be fun to see dinosaurs running in the city. But I like that was the whole appeal of the original Jurassic Park, is that it's like a small scale, like we're stuck on this island. It's more
so let's fix this, Doug.
endearing that way. But no, I mean, it'll be fun. I just hope that...
You loved the first Jurassic Park movie. Sorry. You loved the first Jurassic World movie. What would you have liked to see in this one to make it up to those standards?
Just make, I don't know, the same exact movie and just change like the characters' names. I might not even have noticed. I'd love it.
Re-release the same.
Like, yeah, they should have just re-released the same.
Remember what they do.
Doug, remind me why they go back in 3. Why do they go back to the island?
In the third one, okay, they don't go back to the original Jurassic Park island. They go to the island from the second movie, which was the island they were making the dinosaurs on before they moved them to the island.
Okay, gotcha.
So the
It's like
plot
the
of that
proto-island.
one is that Sam Neill is contacted by some like semi-rich person and is like, we want you to lead us on a tour.
Sounds real familiar.
and they want him to lead them on a tour, and he's like, okay, and he doesn't realize that they've tricked him, and it's a rescue mission.
His plane
His
crashed.
plane, yeah, and so they go to retrieve him, and of course their plane crashes, and so yeah.
So you would be satisfied if the initial A plot of the movie, let's go get our dinosaur Blue, is the rescue mission, and then the rest of the movie just stayed on the island.
What I really liked, I think I wasn't saying this on here, I think I was saying it in some conversation, but that in Jurassic World 1, Jurassic Park 4, that I liked that the park was open. That was fun. And so I remember when I heard there was going to be a sequel to this, I'm like, I know I won't like it as much, because it was fun that it was a movie about a park. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just from liking going to Disneyland at age 4 and again at age 8, whatnot. But there was something about, like, this is the culmination of 20 years of my life, and Jurassic Park never actually opened.
Yeah.
Like, this fake park in the movie world never actually opened. Okay. Oh, it finally did. And then, so, I don't know, there was something fun about that. But, so I would have loved it if somebody had stepped in and been like, okay, yes, most people got eaten. But
That
don't.
was Tuesday.
But here, that was
This is
Tuesday.
Friday.
Yeah, we our prices are lower than they've ever been. Come back to the park. We're open.
This time we doubled the fences.
We've doubled the fences. Our dinosaurs they've signed a waiver. They will not eat anyone. Yeah, I don't know.
Would you be satisfied with a compromise with Devon's? They go to the city where it's dinosaurs loose in Disneyland. And it's people at a park.
Yeah.
It's just not Jurassic.
Got a tease of
right.
that when
That's
the
fair.
T-Rex goes to the zoo and makes friends with the lion.
Don't get me wrong. On a ridiculous note, sure, dinosaurs in the city would be great because I always want to see the most ridiculous option in a movie, often. And so, sure, seeing dinosaurs run through a city. I would love to be able to pick the city. I'm not sure what I'm... Sheboygan.
Yeah,
maybe.
what did they destroy in Rampage? Was it
Probably L.A.
Chicago or something? Oh,
yeah, maybe Chicago, yeah, who knows.
Okay, so not those.
Yeah. Maybe.
And not New York, because that's Godzilla.
Okay.
Right?
And can't be Bakersfield, because I didn't see San Andreas.
I think it's Texas, because you have, isn't that where the big, from Pee Wee's Playhouse, the big dinosaurs?
No, that's
California.
in California.
Oh,
that's in
California.
Cabazon.
Okay.
Oh, and you've heard about those, right? That got bought, and it's now a...
Oh god, yeah.
It is a creationist dinosaur museum. I kid you not. They, I've been there 2 or 3 times. I love it.
Okay.
It is, and because they spent money.
What's their creationist view of dinosaurs?
So that using incredibly circumstantial evidence, they are able to prove, I'm making quote marks, that dinosaurs live beside humans, and the world is only 6,000 years old.
So I wonder if Chris Pratt believes that. Because did you see his new video?
No.
Like, he was on MTV, and he, like, did, like, won some award, and he's like, here's 10 reasons you need to live your life right. I was like, okay, I'll watch this. Maybe he'll be funny. Almost all the reasons were, like, Jesus-y in nature.
Oh, he's
of,
a
like,
Jesus
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. And so I was like, kind of like, oh, he's really into Jesus. So now I'm curious if he's also
I don't think so.
that
In
sort of
defense,
stuff.
because I don't really want to get into a religious debate, but there's plenty of people who are religious who are aware that the world is 4.6 billion years old.
But is Chris Pratt? Because I
Chris
really
Pratt,
want him I want him in a dinosaur movie where he thinks he's like, yeah, I'm friends with a raptor, just like in the old days.
Because for the record, if you ever get the chance to drive through Cabazon, California, stop at this. Yeah, it is really worthwhile. It costs more to get
Dr.
in there.
Naaman's
Because they have
checking
animatronic dinosaurs. Like, they actually paid. Yeah, Dr. Naaman has decided this is enough. But there is one where, St. George is like the patron saint of England, and the legend is he slayed a dragon. And I kid you not, in like this museum-y little display, it's like, St. George allegedly killed a dragon. Obviously, that was actually a dinosaur in the year 600 AD.
That's cool.
Enough said. And then,
Doug,
go to the gift shop.
You talking brought me what I really would like to see. In both of these movies, they keep creating new dinosaurs, because for some reason, a dinosaur is not enough. But the dinosaurs they create are just so, it's just another dinosaur. It's like, if you're going to do it, give it, like, a mohawk or something.
This one had a mohawk.
But I think what would have been cool if they made, like, a dragon. Like, they're already basic. You have all the parts there. You have, like, if you make a dinosaur and a pterodactyl together, that's a dragon.
Okay, well,
Thoughts on that,
sure.
Doug?
The fire breathing would be left out.
Well, no, you need the dinosaur that does the
Okay, frankly,
car.
I think I'd be a little cranky if the next Jurassic Park movie had dinosaurs. However, I would definitely go see a movie that was an obvious ripoff of Jurassic Park, but was called Dragon
Park.
Dragon Island.
Dragonsaurus.
I'd definitely be into that.
But it'd be too far in the Jurassic.
I think I would just be
lore.
slightly offended because I would feel like, oh, are you saying dinosaurs aren't good enough anymore?
They're already saying that.
I know. In the last one, that was why I was like, how no. And I almost gave it a pass because I ended up liking the movie because it was so silly. And this one, I was like, wait, we're doing the same thing? Dang it.
Before we wrap up, I want to, Dr. Naaman, we have you here. I feel like we have not used you for your full potential. What is the scientific probability of this movie? Was it pretty accurate? Did they get it mostly right, or?
I'd say the scientific probability is probably 50%, so it's either true or it's not true. Right?
Yeah, those are good numbers.
Did you have any issues with the science of this movie, Dr. Naaman?
I had probably a few, but probably not even worth going into, to be honest.
Alright. It was mainly with the submarine. Well, should we wrap this up?
I think I've concocted what I want the next one to be.
Okay, yeah, let's hear it. What's final thoughts?
Okay. I already teased this to you earlier. In Movie Babies tradition, I want Jeff Goldblum to be the same character in Jurassic Park and the same character in Independence Day that he plays.
Mm-hmm.
I want that to be consolidated into one.
That's
he's
true,
just going
yeah.
by an alias in one of them or whatever. So those worlds are fused via him. And maybe he also has the power of the fly from the Cronenberg movie just to really fuck things up. But
he was the prototype for the girl clone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So as the Rosetta Stone to these two universes, the reason why the government wants to weaponize these dinosaurs is to fight the aliens that are coming from the Independence Day universe. Sure. And so those two franchises collide, and the next movie is Jurassic World 3 ID 5, I think. ID 4 3.
You just broke.
Okay.
You broke Doug.
Yeah.
ID 3.
And the dinosaurs help battle for the planet that was inherently theirs to begin with.
I love this idea.
Does anybody remember the cartoon Dino Saucers?
Yeah, we were talking about that in the beginning. Yeah. Do you remember much about it?
I remember the song.
Okay, so then...
Go on. Wait. Did you want to sing the song?
You can sing the song in just a second. But then the next movie in that series would be the aliens and the dinosaurs becoming dinosaurs.
Okay. Okay. So now we're two movies ahead. Yeah.
The two universes have collided to fuck and become dinosaurs.
Right,
so
yeah.
it's made a third thing. It's a full Movie Babies rotation.
So two franchises are coming together to spin off into a new separate...
No, another franchise that already exists. It's an origin story for something that existed before both of those things.
Yeah, got it.
Hit me with the theme song.
I'm pretty sure it was... Dino Saucers, do 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 do, Dino Saucers, do 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 do.
And then, anyway,
I did it.
Denver, the last dinosaur. He's your friend and a whole lot more. You remember that one?
Yes, of course I remember Denver.
What about dinosaurs like the claymation show?
Oh, you gotta sing it.
Oh, the puppets.
Yeah.
There was also the Will Vinton.
I'm the baby. Gotta love me.
Yeah.
And then which one was
What was it?
Dinotopia?
That was a book.
That was the book.
I don't think they ever remade it.
Well, Land of the Lost is
I think that's
the dinosaurs thing.
Yeah, it was just like...
Well, we've fully spiraled into madness. We watched one of the worst movies I've seen all year. It's 1 a.m. We reviewed the trailer. We reviewed the movie.
Yeah.
We don't like it.
Give my ratings. I Love Robots.
Yeah.
Bottom. What's yours, Sean?
It's same.
I got the lowest one. Yeah.
I Love Robots.
What's the middle? I have to. What's the middle? What's slightly below the middle?
Space with Zombies.
Space with Zombies. There were dinosaurs, but I would like to recommend to listeners to instead read a book about real dinosaurs.
Yeah, I recommend one.
Oh, actually, yeah, you could read what I'm reading right now, which I got from my sister for Christmas because I'd asked for.
It's called How to Fuck a Dinosaur.
No, it's called Dinosaur Odyssey by Dr. Scott Sampson, a smart Canadian paleontologist. But it's great because it ties in dinosaurs and evolution and ecology, and you learn all kinds of things from foot bones to climate change, and you'll be a lot smarter than if you go see this movie.
All right, and with that...
It's too late for us, but it's still...
it's too late for all of us. Dinosaur Odyssey, Dr. Scott Sampson.
Movie Babies find a way.
To ruin everything.
Thanks for having me on.
And that's the episode.
Oh, no. Still going. We're still going.
We're still going. I don't know what's longer, Jurassic World 2 or this podcast.
Hey,
well, thanks for joining us. I know we have been off and on, but, movie babies find a way, and we just keep on ticking. They probably should have put us down on that volcano like the dinosaurs.
Yeah, we should have been gassed a long time ago.
Before you guys leave, we have a new segment on the Movie Babies. Fantastic films and where to find them. Film is Truth is a video rental store in Bellingham, Washington. filmistruth.com.org. One of those two, type them in the internet. Google knows. It's tradition now where one of our guests recommends a movie to be rented from Film is Truth. Some in the past were Sliding Doors, which is, I went and watched after that recommendation. That movie is bonkers. And
it's great, man.
I believe the other one was Lego Batman by a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
So... Doug,
do we each get to
Dr. Naaman, sure, we can do a twosie here. Doesn't have to be a theme. It can be any movie.
Muppet or non-Muppet, or does it matter?
I mean, now I kind of want it to be a Muppet.
Yeah.
There is a rule. If two people recommend a movie,
one of them has to be a Muppet.
One of them has to be a Muppet.
Well, I've been wanting to rewatch Muppet Treasure Island for some time now. Just because I think Tim Curry gives a really great performance.
We got Captain
It's kind of the peak of the Muppet movies.
Does Muppet Treasure Island hold up?
Does it hold up? I hope so.
Doug, what dumb dinosaur movie are you going to recommend?
How dare you? I was kind of wanting to stay on a theme, but I can't think of...
Tim Curry.
You just said Tim Curry, but Jeff Goldblum was in this. If you want to go back to Jeff Goldblum's early days, I don't know. I mean, has everybody seen, or has no one seen... I really like The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
It's a classic.
You can find that. Yeah, it's great fun, and
I know they have it there.
And they have it there. There you go.
Dude, was it called The Tall Man or The Tall Guy?
Oh, The Tall Guy with Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, we found Jeff Goldblum
years ago.
Movie a long time ago called The Tall Guy.
Does he play the titular tall guy?
He does, yeah, and he is an American actor playing the Elephant Man in a play in London. He falls in love with Emma Thompson, and it's just a goofy, wacky movie that I was not expecting to enjoy, but really did. And it has like the funniest sex scene I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, where like you see Jeff Goldblum's ass like crush a carton of milk, and they really show it like multiple times.
What's that
one called?
Part of the soundtrack by Madness. That one's called The Tall Guy.
All right, that one you don't even have to recommend. Like you don't even have to rent that one, but I kind of think you should.
Yeah.
If you have a weekend, get all three.
The other one, though, if you want to see Jeff Goldblum and not his butt, it was The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
And
Muppet Treasure Island.
You can check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and our website, moviebabies.com. And Sean,
yes,
when you don't have time to watch a 2-minute trailer,
welcome to Jurassic Earth.
Because that's the Movie Babies.